The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. Be sure to tune into Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe. All right, hello Cancerians, Moonchilds, and thank you, Moonchilds or Moonchildren. Thanks for joining me for the April of 2016 Taroscope and Animal Totem readings. So it's here, the Rock and Roll Tarot Deck, woohoo! And this is the box, and I'm so excited. I'm really into it. And there's so many cool things that are popping up with that deck. So we're going to do the reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. And then, as always, we're going to pull from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which is also one of my decks. And you can pick up my book. You can find out all that stuff up in the eye in the sky in the corner. And don't forget to hit subscribe. There's more info below the video. So let's get rolling right away. Oh, by the way, I changed the cloth because a bunch of people pointed out to me that there was somebody else on YouTube who was using a real similar color background and spread and everything, and they thought it was my reading, and here it wasn't. So just so there's no confusion, I got a new deck. We're going to do a new thing. Eventually I'll make those images for the videos, but it's too much work right now. I've been working my butt off completing this and my adult coloring book, which is also out. I hope that you get a message. If you don't, be sure to check your rising sign and moon sign for more information. Okay, so what is going on? These want to both kind of come that way for Cancerians. Wow, for the month of, which way does that go? Whew, how can I decide? I can't, I'm just going to kind of go like this. There, it wants to go that way. I closed my eyes when I did that. Cancerians, what is going on with you guys? Wow. Oh wow, see that keeps happening. They're so slippery and new. I'm putting these back. And that's entirely too many to come out at one time. It's like the whole darn deck. I'm going to make sure you leave that one behind. Okay, sorry about that. But that's been happening. I threw them all over the floor once. I might have to start the whole video all over. Just because they're new and they're real shiny. They're not broken yet, right? Okay, Cancerians. Oh, two came out there. I kind of want to put that one first and then this one down here. Okay. Cancerians. What is the word? Grease is the word, right? What's this is going to be the last card right here. Okay, here it is. Let me get these so I can get them as much on screen as I want. They're nice and big. They're much bigger than the other cards, which I like because you can really get in there and see stuff. I'm going to hold stuff up, and if you see stuff, cool. Let it happen. It's not going to be, I mean, there are actual words. Let's start with the Chariot, the very first card that came out. And I'm not going to hold all the rest of them up this long. If you want to really look into it, you can freeze frame it. But there's words here. Achievement, passage, roll, 7, that's the number, rise, chariot, evolution. There's actual real words here. I purposely did not put them so distinguished. I want the colors to run into each other. So that just kind of leads your mind to kind of wander. Let your mind wander, look at it, maybe initials stand out. S, is that somebody, you know, Sam or somebody. Set, you know, there's other words going on in here, which is so cool. And some of them aren't even there. You might look at it and it might look like a different word for a minute. and don't, you know, oh, my mind's playing tricks on me. No, that's the thing. Let it happen, you know. So it's good for a beginner who wants to just read the words and learn the tarot. But as you go, there's so much stuff in these cards. I'm freaking out about how much I'm seeing. But I'm going to try to stick to the reading. I may have to reformat it at some point to make it less cards so we can really dive in. But here, Chariot, take a look at it. Let me get into this. Chariot's the highest success card in the entire deck, and that's the first card out. Then you have the Sun following right up with the Sun. Perhaps the best card in the deck, I would say. Definitely one of the top 3 in the entire deck. And then you have these Pentacle cards everywhere. You have the 8 of Pentacles, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So, man, you guys are... Some kind of big money thing should be coming down the pike for you guys. I mean, and take a look at it, see if any letters or stuff stand out to you other than what the words are. This is a lot of money, though. And, you know, with the Sun, with these 2 cards together, the Sun and the 8 of Pentacles, this is doing something you really love. The 8 of Pentacles in itself is doing something that you really love anyway. Then you factor in the Sun energy. This is like whew, over the top. You just love it. It just lights you up. It just makes your soul sing. You know, it's so glorious, really, is the word. The next row is just as good as the last. I mean, really cool. 10 of Cups is here. That's the marriage card, and it really is a relationship card primarily. But it's also the 10. It's the most. It's the most happiness. It's the most joy. It's the most, positive energy that you could possibly stand, okay? Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So it's the most money and the most happiness. I mean, you can't, that's pretty darn good, right? But in this case, I feel like it's probably more surrounded by all this money. I mean, it's surrounded by all these money cards. You're going to get the raise or promotion. You're going to get the advancement. You're going to move to the next level financially. The pages, all the young dudes carry the news. The Page of Pentacles carries news of financial news. He brings news of the money's coming. It's here. It's arriving. And you're loving it. I mean, it's surrounded in the Pentacle cards. I mean, so you're rejoicing and freaking out good over this. Some kind of big financial gains could really be made for a lot of you. And Chariot, not only is Chariot the success card and the journey card and everything, but it's rising to the next level. You know, you're definitely moving up to another level on this. This card is here, and this is pondering, thinking about it, you know, considering it, basically. But it also can be the offer. It's an offering, and that's part of it, too. You know, you have the Moon card and you have the Sun card here. So usually if you have the Sun and Moon, these times are going to be prevalent for you. Moon in itself, though, really says pay attention to your dreams and stuff. Again, I'm not going to hold these up forever. You can pause it and really look at it. But since the Moon and the Sun are in here, we're going to talk about the new moon. I'm going to mention there's a new moon on the 7th in Aries, and there's a full moon on the 22nd in Scorpio. You know, that full moon in Scorpio, that's kind of more harmonious with you. I could see you really getting some enlightenment or something on that full moon on the 22nd. But definitely pay attention to your dreams and tune in your energy. These 2 cards together are kind of that psychic intuition energy rolling together here, right? Magician's down here. Magician is go for it. You know, take charge. This stuff isn't just going to fall on your lap when Magician's here. I always look at what is he pointing at with his staff. He's pointing right up here to all this stuff up here. So it's like you got to take direct action to make this happen. It's not just going to fly out of the sky. Perhaps it can be that you've already taken the action, but you got to continue to hold that torch. You know, continue to forge ahead there. You know, just then, like I was saying, hold that torch, and I saw it, and this turned into forge. So sometimes it's just a couple of letters will change. It's cool. I'm loving this deck. I'm kind of over the freaking out stage. I was freaking out in some of the earlier readings. But I'm starting to really get in there. We got to do just a couple of cards. Because here I'm seeing bit. Like you got bit by this bug, I want to say. And not in a bad way. Not any kind of Ebola bug bite. But you got bit by this passion to do this thing. You know, like you got bit by the bug and you want to just do it. And do it on the pavement. And it's just really, you know, lighting you up, and it's all really cool and fun and good. You know, you do have this Queen of Rods. This is the only minor little thing in the whole entire reading that's minorly not positive. So there's this Queen of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's an obstacle. I wouldn't even worry that much about it. I'm not going to flip her over though, because look at these letters upside down too, because there's stuff there too. I've barely scratched the surface to what's in this deck. It's so awesome. And if you're saying things that I don't mention, please leave it in the comments. The card next to her is the Six of Swords, or is it Six of Swords? Yeah, Six of Swords. And that is that you're moving away from something. And it's moving away from the turbulent water into the smoother sailing. So this is part of this, whatever you're moving away from. And you're moving on in the future. I wouldn't even give it much thought. However, the Queen of Swords could be a male or female person in these general readings who may be an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You know, I had a negative air sign, a different card. It was the King of Swords in reverse, though. Show up in one of the other readings. And I mentioned the eclipse. We do have, I'm recording this prior to the eclipse, but there is a full moon eclipse in Libra on the March 23rd. So if you're watching this afterward, this is the April forecast. This could have been some kind of, something that came up, because the moon's here too, the lunar eclipse. Could have been some kind of something that went down around that time, around the 23rd of March. So that's the, you know, that's, I'm not even that concerned about it. These cards here are just, you have like a fabulous reading, honestly. You really do, Cancer. So this looks like it's going to be a banner month for you guys, and boy, your finances are really, really rocking, okay? All right, let's go get started on the animal totem. Don't forget, if you want to find out information about my deck or my book, if you're learning to read tarot through watching these videos, or either one of my decks, or my adult coloring book, which is also out. It's the Animal Totem Coloring Book. You can just hit that eye in the sky and find out everything. Facebook and all the links are below. And then hit the subscribe button. That's the best way to keep up with everything. I won't bug you, I promise, on any accounts. I don't overpost and I don't bother you. Alright, I'm just going to let you know when I'm putting up videos, basically. Alright, so let's see what's going on for Cancer. Rabbit. Interesting. I don't know that I'm going to keep putting those cards up, so pause it and look at it. I don't know, that's kind of an extra work I have to do that I'm not too into doing right now. Here's what I wrote. Sensitive, artistic, clever, nimble, outsmarting adversaries by staying one step ahead. Taking colossal leaps and sprinting into the future. Heightened libido and procreation. Hey, well, with this Ten of Cups, you know, you could be getting it on, you know, that could be the sexual thing, but it's really not necessarily a sexual card unless you have a lot of rods around it, or possibly the Lover's card with a lot of rods. Then it could be. It's really about the, because it's marriage and family. It's the family too. But this sensitive, artistic things, that caught me at the beginning. That reminds me of this. That reminds me of you like really doing what you really love to do. And yeah, you got to put yourself out there with that Magician. You got to go for it. But it's not really about being overly aggressive at all. It's more about nurturing your inner artistic and sensitive stuff. You know, that's really more what it's about. So pretty cool. I hope you guys like the new cards and everything. I just saw reek in here, even though it says perk. And when I think of reek, it's like you reek, like you stink, you know? Or you've been smoking pot or something, you reek. We used to say eureka, you know. It was like code word for you smell like pot, you know, like when you were in school. But anyways, back to this. You have a fabulous reading. I hope you have a fabulous month. Thank you guys for sharing, liking, and donating. That keeps these readings free. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month, and I'll speak to you soon.